Just waiting for the stream to get set up here, and I'm gonna check out the chat. Hey everybody. Hi Wicked Redux. Hi Roberto. Hi Rafa. There we go. I think I'm gonna finally get somewhere. Okay. Get the chat set up so that I can see you guys. Okay, and I can get rid of this. And so here's what I'm going to be modeling today. How is everybody? Thank you for joining me already. Happy to see you all. So, I'm going to be making a lamp today. Let's see. I need a ruler or something so I can tell how big to make this. I'm going to guess maybe like... I'm going to start off at this big. My chat got quiet all of a sudden. What's going on, guys? Nico, it is about 2:30, I think. Oh, no, it's almost 3, actually. It's almost 3 o'clock here. So I'm just gonna use the, what is this, extrude tool a bunch to get the shape of this lamp. PM? Yeah, it's 3 in the afternoon. Why? What time is it for you? I feel like I live in such an abnormal time zone when you guys get on here. You're all from like all over the world in all kinds of crazy time zones. 5 minutes before midnight. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you could join me. I appreciate it. Wicked Redux is in Cali. That's pretty near me, so you gotta be in the same time zone, right? Cool, cool. Well, at least we're on the same page. So I'm using the bevel tool now here, going back through and rounding this out. Hey, Iron Milk Steak. You're back. Hey, Info Seeker. You're in the right place. I love having people from all over the world. It's so neat. You know how the arrows cubes get yellow in the manipulator? That means you could drag those again by dragging with the middle mouse button. Yes. That's actually really handy because it, for some reason, gives you a little bit more control. I've found anyways. Like if you're doing something like small scale, that's what that's really helpful for. Teleportation does need to be invented. Someone get on that, please. Is the feed stalled? I'm sorry, guys. I wonder if that's a problem on my end. I don't have the greatest internet in the world. You know what? I'm gonna go back. Hey Robin, advisable Robin. Just leaving work, afraid I can't stay. That's okay. Thank you for stopping by just to say hi. You can always check the stream in the past broadcasts. A shortcut for extrude. You could hit the G key if you want to continue using it. So G just does, you know, the last thing that you did. You can repeat it. So that's handy. Alright, I'm going to go back in with the insert edge loop tool, and I want 3 edge loops, and they can be a little closer together. Sir Veggie asked how the typewriter worked out for me, and it went pretty good. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, but I posted it up on Sketchfab. So if you want to go on Sketchfab, you can take a look at it, and Sketchfab is great because you can like swivel around it, and basically it's like right in your browser, you know, in 3D. So go and check it out and tell me what you think. I'm gonna actually bevel this and get 3 more segments, I think, and they can be closer together. No, 2 segments I meant. There we go. Oops. About to release it. My next game is planned to be a procedurally generated climbing game. Ooh, procedurally generated climbing game. That sounds cool. Mobile. Few gestures to fling, jump, grab. Hoping for a minimalist art style. Minimalism is good. I like minimalism. That's a good idea. Soften those edges. And then I want to harden these 2. Hello, Captain Obvious. Oh, InfoSeeker is back. Good to see. I'm sorry about the stream, you guys. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my internet. It's been acting a little funky. I'm gonna have to call and figure out what's going on with that. Check OBS and see if everything is okay. Sorry guys. 0 dropped frames. Looks like everything's working. Hey, thanks for following. We got a new follower. Yay! Yeah, modeling is a lot of fun, as long as you know, stay conscious of the fact that you have to continuously keep making it fun. I guess it could get old if you were, you know, not working on something you're enjoying or whatever. It could get old, but I think it should be fun. Okay, I'm gonna delete those and bring in a sphere. And I had my cylinder at 16 subdivisions. And I don't need it to be 20 high, so I'm going to bring that down to 10, or maybe even 8. I'm going to turn on wireframe so I can see what I'm doing. And now I can combine these. Orthographic view. I'm just going to grab all these verts and merge them. There we go. I'm not sure, InfoSeeker. Maybe it's just buffering or something. Yeah. Pause and play. Good evening. How are you? I'm doing quite well. Excited to be working on a new project again. Not liking how wide this is, so I'm gonna go in. And I'd also like this to be a little bit rounder, so I'm going to go ahead and bring that up a bit. And same thing for down here. So, see, I use the G key. It's a helpful little tool. Alright guys, so does anybody know, do you think it's on my end? Like, is it my internet that's making the stream so bad? And InfoSeeker, I generally just kind of wing it with the poly count, and then if it's too high, I go in and I reduce it later on, but I think it's just something you kind of get a feel for after you do it a lot. Like, I know generally how much is too much, and like right now this is only 544. It looks pretty dense, but most engines can handle this no problem. So oh, here we go. So this one's got like a knob at the top and it goes out from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this part now. Yeah, so like if at the end I find that this is, you know, too dense, I'll go ahead and I'll select an edge loop, and here I use this little tool, delete edge verts, and it gets rid of all that. So sometimes, like with the typewriter, I wanted it to be nice and smooth, so I went and I did mesh smooth a couple of times, and that gets your poly count up pretty high. So then afterwards I just go in and I delete all the extra edges that I don't need, that aren't really holding a shape at all. Okay, and I'm gonna make a save for this project, and I'm gonna name it lamp. Also, Maya has like some sort of, where is it? Reduce. But I wouldn't recommend this. I've never had good results with it, so you'll get a feel for it. Project I was on limit on all weapons was 400 polys each. Some weapons was pretty complex, so it could be tricky, but it's really good practice to always try to make it as less polys as needed. Yeah, it really depends on the game and the studio, or, you know, whoever. It depends on the game, but this one is meant for Unreal Engine 4, and it's a pretty powerful engine, so it can handle the polys. InfoSeeker, that's quite possible. With a lot of my... Whoops. Oh shoot. What did I do? What did I do? Good thing I just saved. I'm just gonna restart Maya. I do this all the time. Does anybody know how to quit the paint effects? It's like if you hit the, I think it's the 8 key, it opens up this paint tool, and I've never used it. I don't know what it's for, but I never know how to get rid of it, so... There we go. Back in business. Alright. What I meant to do is say that I only want 8 subdivisions on this, because it's going to be kind of small, so. Yeah, for mobile games, the poly count struggle is still real. That's true, but this is for consoles, or PC. Roberto, maybe that was it. Oh, sorry. Well, it's for Unreal 4. I think I could say that at least. Basically, I don't think it's going to be a mobile game, but I don't know. Alright, and I'm gonna use a Taurus. I think it's called a Taurus. Oh, good night, Sweden. Let's see. Thank you. I gotta go in orthographic for this because I want to make sure that it's fairly straight on the sides. Middle mouse button comes in handy for more control here. Okay, I think that's What about my Mac? Do you not like Macs? Trust me, I'm totally hoping to build a new PC soon. I just don't have the money. But someday. I got this computer from school. Well, I mean, it was included in the tuition, so I paid for it technically, but why can't I move this? There we go. Zemus, hey, you finally caught me. Yeah, a lot of people miss my streams. Oh, it's on Snap. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people miss my streams live. Turn on some notifications. Try to work with Linux. I'm curious about Linux. If anybody wants to give me the pros and cons of working with Linux, then feel free. Oops. I do like Windows a lot. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab a sphere. Aw, it's George's birthday. Happy birthday, George. I am kind of Apple addicted. I'm not gonna lie. I like Apple stuff. I hate that I can't get all the, what's it called? I can't get all the software on a Mac that I want, and that's pretty much like the only reason I want to build a PC. Otherwise, I would just stick with a Mac because it's just so darn easy to use, other than the fact that I can't get any software for it whatsoever. What's next? Oh, I need a couple more spheres. Let's see. I'm gonna make this one again 12 and 10. Maybe 8. And it needs to be rotated. Good evening. I only use my PC laptop for Photoshop. I probably would enjoy Apple. I've never used one, however. You've never used a Mac? Oh my gosh. Well, you either love them or you hate them, so... I happen to be quite fond of them. I have an iPhone. I love it. I have a MacBook. I love it. It's not to say that I don't think that the PC is... you know, it's better in most ways, but I do like the Mac. Rest in peace, hair. Aw. An iPod shuffle. You know what? The funny thing is that I've never had an iPod ever in my life. I always had like MP3 players. I just really like my iPhone. You had to shave your beard for stomach surgery? That's odd. Hope you're doing okay, though. My Mac never crashes. Okay, I did have a problem with the Mac when I first got it. The hard drive died, and I had to get it completely replaced, and it was like brand new. But after that, like, I've never had a problem with my Mac crashing or anything like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, Heroes of the Storm. I might end up playing that later. I haven't played it in a couple days because I've been working a lot. So I think it's time. Whoops. Hey, D Volpe 88. That's cool that you do Maya too. I do mostly modeling. I learned animation, but I'm not a huge fan of doing it, so kudos to you. InfoSeeker generally loves Macs. Yeah, a lot of, like I was saying earlier, a lot of software just isn't available for Mac, and it's kind of disappointing. Alright, good night. Thank you for joining. Nico, sure, you can put a link to your work in the stream, that's fine. Chuggin uses Maya, that's good. I am all for Maya. From my experience, you're generally either like a Maya user or a 3ds Max user, and I think it's just based on what you're used to, and I never used Max very often, so I'm Maya all the way. I'm not a fan of the Twitch app at all in general. The iOS app doesn't really work either, and that stinks. So like, for example, on the Twitch app, none of my videos show up unless I'm live, so like I have nothing in my past broadcasts according to the Twitch app, which is really bizarre. What's the difference between Maya and Mudbox? Mudbox is more of a sculpting software, kind of like ZBrush, but I like ZBrush better personally. I think that's just a personal preference though. I have not tried Meerkat, no. Oh yeah, Mudbox is for textures a little bit and sculpting. Kind of like how you can do textures in ZBrush, but it's mostly for sculpting, I think. There we go. Not bad. This is a little big. I don't think I like it that big. Develope. Nah. There's no extra O in there. Someone's outside yelling. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I'm sorry. There we go. That's a little better. Groove Home, stream crash? I don't know. People seem to be having a lot of trouble with my stream today. I'm really sorry about that, guys. Okay. Alrighty. This is just about finished. Oh, I need to add the little tassel and the light bulb probably. So. What's the most advanced 3D model you have made? That's a good question. Also kind of a complex question. Yes, let's blame Twitch and not me. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, you guys. The most complex model I've ever made, though. I mean, well, my favorite projects are always like, just doing environments in general. So like for school, I had to do a few, environments in Unreal Engine, like completely all by myself. Why is my grid so vast? That's a good question. I was making something gigantic one day, and I needed it big. I can fix that. Length and width probably doesn't need to be 1,000. Let's try that. That's better. But yeah, I was making something huge one day and I needed the grid. Oh, and also when I switched it to centimeters, like the divisions got a lot smaller. And that probably is why it looked so gigantic. I'm just gonna guess that this thing has like a long light bulb in there. I don't really know though. Nope, look it, I see one there with just a normal bulb. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of you then. Most people are using ZBrush. Yeah, Mudbox isn't too common. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe just the outside one. 2014. I have 3 different versions of Maya, and I use this one the most. I don't know why. I don't really like the newer one, probably because I am, you know, resistant to change or something. This is the one that I use the most, but to be honest, I use all of them depending on what I'm trying to do. Let's see. Yeah, Mudbox. A lot of people seem to love it, but I have it. I should start getting used to it, probably. What is going on here? Why did you do that, Maya? I don't understand. Oops. There we go. Let's see, what did I miss? I do use ZBrush. Yeah, I noticed recently that, I guess Autodesk is switching Maya to like a monthly payment thing. That's kind of weird. What's up with that? Do I have to motivate myself to model? No, I wish I had more time to model, to be honest. In a perfect world, I probably don't need so many edge loops on the inside of this. Let's check that out. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, well, and Twitch certainly motivates me as well. Like, having you guys here with me helps me out a lot. Makes me want to, like... Usually in the nighttime, like, I get so tired and I'm like, oh, I can't do work right now. But then I get on Twitch and it's like, oh, this is fun. How long will the stream be today? I don't know. What time is it? It's almost 4, so I'll probably go until 4 o'clock my time, so about 20 more minutes. This song keeps coming on. I don't know what it is. Not in the mood for that. Okay, let's see. 12 ought to be good. 8. Yeah, that's fine. Why am I modeling a lamp? Because this is for Free Sphere Entertainment. got a long list of World War II era things to get done, so this is one of them. The typewriter also was for the same purpose. IRL, I don't know. That's a good question. I think it would still be fun. But yeah, that probably would make it a little bit weirder. I'm a workaholic, so I don't really care to, you know, like, I don't know, I have a hard time not doing work. That's my problem. Like, weekends are really hard for me. I try not to do any work on the weekends, but it's hard. I have not tried modeling on a Cintiq yet. Don't even get me started. I want one of those so bad. It's hard. I've been saving up for my entire life for a Cintiq, and I have saved $0, so... make a duplicate of that and smooth it for now because it's shading weird and I don't like that. I probably should have given it more subdivisions, but I'm gonna smooth it for now and just see if it's too much later on, and then I'll put it on a layer and I'll label it low poly light bulb or something, and go away. Oh yeah, I was wondering how you wouldn't like, because I have trouble on my Intuos with, like, it's a touch, so I end up like clicking on stuff a lot. It's so annoying, just because I like touch the like surface of it with my hand or whatever. It's kind of frustrating. I think I saw someone using what is it, like a piece of paper under their wrist to prevent them from, but I'm too lazy to do that. I'm too lazy to go and grab a scrap of paper. Hello, pistachio nut. Pistachio nut. There's no I in there. Hello. Yeah, I know, I should disable the touch. I use it sometimes, like, for example, if I have, you know, too many things plugged into my computer and I'm too lazy to, like, unplug it and plug in my mouse or whatever. I usually have, like, the tablet on top of my trackpad, so I'd just use the touch instead. Yeah, cats. Cats. Cats are troublemakers. Here we go again. Pushing the wrong buttons. Okay. Oh, art gloves. That would be cool. Someday. Pistachio-nuts, what are you working on? And yeah, ask away. I've got a little bit of time left. Like 13 more minutes, maybe? I think I'm just gonna do something kind of like that. Oh, darn it. I feel like you could just use any kind of like normal gloves for that and it would work, because when I have my phone, if I have gloves on, it doesn't do anything. So I feel like just having gloves in general would do the trick. Do the trick. There we go. Okay. Let's try this instead. Oh, it's because I have those stupid B button on. Once you're done with that, show how you manage modeling a bandage, but the material would be slightly folded in, like just like a normal band-aid, or like a roll of gauze or something. Yeah, you can send a link for the reference. Oh, actually, I can delete these spaces. There we go. Okay. I'm afraid I'll lose you guys in the chat if I click this link, but I'll give it a shot. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that. That would be quite simple, I think. Alright, let me go back to this and... Oops. rhinoceros. I've heard of that. I've heard good things about rhino. Thanks. I will try and check out your portfolio a little bit later. But thank you for the link. Yeah, I have heard good things about rhino, though. Alright, this should be the last bit. And then I'll try that bandage out for you. Yeah, Twitch is being mean to me today. What's up with that? Oops. Uh-oh. I broke my, there we go. Program name Alexitor is Maya, Autodesk Maya. Stashinut, please do follow. That would mean a lot to me. Thank you. Is this gonna be a hero prop? I have no idea. It's in the list, which I forgot to mark as in progress. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna save this because I'm running out of time. I got like 5 minutes left, and let's see. Stashinut would like me to try out this bandage, and let me see if I can pull it up on here. So something kind of like this. Alright, I'm gonna use this as reference. Thank you for following. You guys are awesome. Okay. Let me create a new scene. So I'm gonna grab a cylinder and probably cut it in half like that. Stashinut, are you still with me? I hope so, because this is for you. No, that doesn't work. Maybe I would go ahead and make this more like 16. And then, I mean, I would just extrude it. A curve? I'm not very comfortable with curves. I find it easier for me just to use, like, you know, extrude. I mean, like the CV curve tool, maybe? Backseat modeling. Draw with pencil curve. Okay, I will try that next. Alright, so it's probably like way easier to do it that way with the curves, but if I were to do it like my weird little old-fashioned way, I would just keep doing this and then maybe smooth it later, because that's like my weird little trick that I like to use. That could be turned more, I think, a little bit. And then I think for the top of it, you'd probably want to just use a normal map for that. Hello, Amerlin. Bevel. And fix that. Okay. Before doing all that, okay, well, shoot. I wanted to try both of them, but let's see. I'm running out of time. Want to write a book? I would love to write a book. CV curve tool. This is terrible. Okay. Is there a way of making the bandage that comes out thinner? Yeah, just do it with you could just make the face a little bit thinner like this and extrude that. Okay. But this time for real, I am completely out of time, and I have to leave you guys. But sorry for the bandage. I will message me, and I'll try and send you some more help in a little bit later when I have more time. Pencil curve tool instead. Oh, okay. I get ya. So, kind of like that. I get it. It's like way too huge, too. Okay. Okay, well, thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to practice with the pencil tool. Thank you, Art and Time, for helping me out. And sorry to leave you guys so quickly, but thank you for watching.